water calamity in the Keys had nothing to do with the storm and everything to do with an issue that so many South Florida neighborhoods have in common. Underground pipes older than their own intended lifespan. The repairs upend traffic. Everyone in the Upper Keys is asked to cut back water use where they can. And if you remember the water main ruptures in Fort Lauderdale and Miami Beach, the very same issue of old corroding pipes is to blame. Greg Veliz is the executive director of the Florida Keys Aqueduct Authority, here with us live right now. Greg, good to see you.
Good afternoon, Glenna. How are you?
I'm good. Did I pronounce your name right? Veliz?
Yes, you did.
All right, good. Good guess. Really appreciate you being with us because I know it's a very busy time for you. So let me start out with informing everyone, like real time, what is happening now? Is the break fixed? Is there construction going on? What's happening as we speak?
Well, there's a lot of things happening right now. Right now, we're trying to rebuild our stores. So when we're asking people to conserve water, that's the reason. We're trying to rebuild the storage tanks that we have throughout our system. We have repaired the leaks that occurred. There were 3 consecutive leaks within a 3-day period. That was problematic, and what it did was deplete our stores because we try to backfeed out of those tanks in order to keep everybody in water, and by the 3rd one, we were out. We also have a 5-mile replacement program going on right now, which we will be replacing 5 miles of our most susceptible pipe, but it's far short of where we need to go.
So let me. That's a lot of answers to one question. So let me break some down because this is a Keys issue at the moment. But boy, everybody who lives in South Florida, especially in the older neighborhoods, this is for you, right? So this old water main, I mean, we showed video of it. It's old. It's corroded. It could go at any minute. And it did 3 times in a week for you, keeping you all scrambling. Water pressure down. I want to talk about the storage because what the Keys faces that not a lot of older mainland neighborhoods face is one way in and one way out. And so when you have to replace that main along US 1, what is that doing to the traffic situation?
Well, as the video showed throughout the week, it backs up traffic considerably depending on where the break occurs. Sometimes we're able to work on it out of the main traffic and being able to keep traffic flowing. But in most cases, where the pipe is situated, it creates a pretty big traffic jam, depending especially on the day.
All right, so you're talking about the Keys water comes from storage tanks through that water main. Where are the storage tanks and how important is the water main, or is there a workaround while you fix the break?
Well, all of our water comes from Florida City. We also have 2 reverse osmosis plants here further south. But a majority of it comes from Florida City, and it comes down a pipe 130 miles. We have storage tanks situated throughout that system, and depending on where the break is, we can continue to feed from Florida City, but everything south of that break will be fed from the storage tanks that are placed south of that particular break.
So in the Upper Keys right now, the breaks were in Isla Mirada and Tavernier, right? So the Upper Keys residents and visitors and businesses, are they conserving water right now? Are they well serviced at the moment?
We've turned down the pressures just a little bit so that we can build up our stores right now. We're in the middle of season and spring break, so our demand is very, very high. We've reduced the amount of water that we're pumping out of Florida City from the 26 million gallon a day average that we were running, and we've reduced it now to 22 million gallons a day. So in order to, since we have less water coming down, we had to reduce the pressures just a tad so we could start building up some of our reserves.
And that allows the schools that were closed to open. It allowed businesses that had to close. Is everything open now?
Everything should be open now, yes.
Okay, good. So, all right. So let's talk about, you mentioned a 5-mile replacement, and then you mentioned a 130-mile pipe. So 5 miles is a very small fraction of that pipe. Am I doing the math right there?
The math is very, very right. Like if we are starting now, I will not see the end of this project, but it's gonna extend out for a period of time. And I think it's important to talk about cost. The Florida Keys are very difficult to work in because of traffic, because of the placement of the pipe. You're looking at about $7 to $10 million a mile in replacing that. So not only is the work conditions challenging, the money and the funds to finance a project like that is also challenging.
7 to 10 million a mile? Did I hear you right? 7 to 10 million a mile. And is that 5 miles fully funded yet?
It is.
And the rest of it is not?
We have, people have been calling, we've been speaking to Tallahassee consecutively for many years. We've gotten some contacts this week from Congressman Jimenez, and he was very interested in helping out. So we're hoping that we can get, we're in design for another 7 miles, and that would take care of a most problematic area. We're hoping that we can get the funding for that and roll right into that after this 5.
Okay, so now that we've done math, let's do a little science. What about these pipes are corroding? I guess these are from the 60s. I was looking to something to compare. Older than bell bottoms, older than the Beatles. They're from the 60s. What's the difference between these, what looks like steel, metal, corrosion, with what is going in for $7 to $10 million a mile? What's the difference in the piping, if there is any difference?
Well, many, many years ago, the Florida Keys Aqueduct was sold on ductile iron pipes. They've not turned out to be as resistant to the elements down here as we had hoped. So we're going back to steel, and some of what we're using is a more, and not to have the scientific term, more of a plastic pipe that we put underneath the channels. As you know, we have 42 crossings, bridge crossings, and instead of strapping the pipe as we did before, that made them highly susceptible to storms and things, we're putting them underneath the water. So we've got to have a more flexible pipe to make that run.
So I feel like we've learned more about subterranean water pipes in the last 7 minutes than I've known in my lifetime. Is there anything else you want to tell on this Sunday afternoon? Tell your Keys residents before we go. Now I'll give you the bully pulpit. What do they need to be doing?
Right now, just helping out by conservation. I want to thank everyone for being so patient with us. It was a tough week for everyone down here and for most of our visitors, but we are working on it. We're out there beating the bushes for funds all the time, trying to get more and more of this pipe replaced, and we will continue to make those efforts and continue to serve. Our stores are back up to an acceptable level now, where we think we could, if in fact we did have another break, we could backfeed. So we're feeling a lot more comfortable today than we did last week at this time.
Are you expecting another break? Are you actively looking for one?
I am not actively looking for one, no. But will there be another one? There's a better than average chance that we will suffer another break at some point. It's just being prepared to get it done. It's about a 12-hour window of time that it takes to fix a pipe, any type of break. So we've got to backfeed whoever's south of that break for a 12-hour period.
Greg Veliz from the Florida Keys Aqueduct Authority, great to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me.